I grind every day, this a nigga back home, take care of my family, can't slap this shit. I grind every day, this a nigga back home, but you already know I got one in the hit. I grind every
What's up for the culture family? It's your boy, For the Culture Pop here, man. Sorry it took me so long to get this shit started, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous. I was real nervous. I was nervous. But now I'm not no more. And basically for these past 2 days, I just been sitting here thinking like, yo, I ain't gonna say I always, but like, I'm finally getting paid on a social site now. Like, Instagram didn't pay me 2 times to make reels, you know? And I'm just sitting here like, yo, I got a whole podcast at home, in my head, in my palm of my hands. What the fuck? Like, why is it taking me so long to start this goddamn podcast and I'm sitting on Instagram doing reels? So I'm like, alright. I went and looked and seen how much they paid me, how much I made off Instagram so far. Like, it ain't too nothing like that, but it's achievement, you feel me? So now I gotta really put my foot on the pedal and just like go all the way in if I'm gonna do this shit, because my whole life, let me start off like this. Let me give a little introduction of who I am. My name is DeMarcus Fox. I'm from Annapolis, Maryland, and growing up my whole life, I always thought I was a pretty boy, and I always wanted to be in front of the camera, no matter what it is. I used to skateboard, dance, make music, model. I done been on stage with Plies, my homeboy from my neighborhood, and opened up for Plies. I'm dancing in front of hundreds of people, like, shit crazy. Like, I always just wanted to be in front of the camera. So as the years went by and technology started changing and social sites started changing in different ways, and this podcast thing came up, I'm like, whoa, that fit me. Like, I always want to be in front of the camera, so why not start a podcast, you know? So now that I'm doing this, I just was so, at first when I wanted to do this podcast thing, I was so focused on like, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna name my podcast For the Culture, and I'm just gonna be focused on black people and how we evolved over the years and this, that, and the third. But then I look back like, that's a little selfish. Well, I'm not gonna say selfish, but like, it just had me fucked up, cause like, you know, on social media nowadays, like, only thing you seeing is a cop doing this to a black person, or a black person this, or a black person that. Like, just brutal shit is happening to black people, bro. Rather it's killings, somebody getting kicked out their house, racial profiling, this or that, like racism. Like, the shit is just that we have been dealing with our whole lives. The shit is just still carrying on until today in 2023. Like, the shit is just never gonna end. Like, and then like, for the black people that is successful in this world and that's being successful and that's growing up, like, honestly, Caucasian people don't want to see that. Like, I can't put that on every white person, but like, the ones that with power does not want to see a black person win. Everybody knows that. They know that. But then I'm like, alright, I'm being a little bit too, like I said, selfish. Because at the end of the day, black people, we still gotta, you know, take responsibility for our actions too. Like we kill each other, snitch on each other. We literally feed each other to the pigs, bro. Literally, bro. Like, every day we wake up, we feeding somebody to them people to do something to us, bro. Like, so then I'm like, maybe I can just focus on all cultures. Let's just do that. Cause like, I want to take this shit nationwide. Like, I really want to be national with this shit. Like, I want to be big. Like, I want to open up big ass doors for people. Like, I want to start anything that I can do, charity, a label, any type of thing that I can do in the world. If this shit works out for me, I want to do it. So let me just take it up a little bit wider and bigger, and let me just focus on the world itself. Like, I'm gonna be covering a lot of things on my channel. I'm gonna be streaming on a lot of different platforms. So let me just be a little bit bigger about it. Like, I ain't even gonna be that selfish, you feel me? So I got some interviews coming up. I got some interviews going down with some good people. I got some models, some singers, some rappers, some sport players. You know, I got talent. And then I got some segments that people gave to me and told me that I should cover on my channel. Like one of my homeboys, shout out to Young Ryan, he gave me something like, let's do something for the youth as far as like talk about trade school. So then I'm like, all right, maybe I can mix it up and I can do trade school versus a 4-year college, you know? Because it's a big difference. It's a real big difference. And another one I got that over the summertime, as summertime was winding down, I met this dude in Glen Burnie. I can't even think of his name, yo. But he was fucked up in the head. And he wasn't fucked up in the head to the point where it's like he was born like that. He was fucked up to the point where somebody did something to him, and what somebody did to him was slipped him a Mickey. And I used to always see people that was fucked up off of that shit. So when I met him, it basically just was like, oh, like maybe I can cover that on the channel too, like the history of that shit, like who started doing that shit. So I'm gonna be covering the history of being slipped a Mickey on my channel too. And it's so crazy because the dude that I met that I was just talking about, he was supposed to like be in the league, like NFL player, like he was like smart, he was going to college, everything. And his story was like he was at a party, you know, he was a good player on the team, and his players did some fucked up shit to him. Like, I think he went to the bathroom or something, or he went somewhere and left his drink just, you know, while he open. And what's he called? Like, you know, like his teammates slipped something in his drink and it fucked him up. And he lost everything. Like, now he like walk around with somebody on his hip so they will, you know, like can just, you know, keep eye on him 24/7. And that shit just fucked me up seeing it, and I just was like, alright, I'm gonna do the research on that shit, because I just want to know who started that shit. And the research that I found on it, that shit date back, yo. So that's gonna be a nice segment I'm gonna cover on this joint too. I'm gonna cover the world trends, what's hot, fashion, music, celebrity, Instagram model, etc. You know, I'm gonna get greasy. And I also got a segment called Storytime with Culture, and that one, I feel like that's gonna be real big once I start getting my interviewers in and stuff like that, and a nice location so I can do it. So basically, I'm gonna explain it to y'all. Storytime with Culture is like, it's gonna be a time where friends and family members can come on the show and just explain somebody that was special to them in their life, you know, like somebody that they lost that can't be here with us today. So like they're gonna have a chance to basically tell that person's story, rather a friend, family member, fucking cat, dog, doesn't matter. Like, you always gonna have a memory to go back into, because like anything that I post on any of my social sites, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, or whatever I'm streaming on, I'm never gonna delete it. So like, when I got the story times popping up and when people coming on and telling their friend's story and y'all deep and everybody just, giving their best moment of that person, you gonna always be able to go on YouTube, look it up, blah, 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 and watch that. You might be in a bad mood one day. You might be on your way to work, at work. You might be going to a funeral, whatever the case may be. For real, people can even come, book me and I will come, record I'm trying to be a cameraman too, so people can come and book me and I will come to their fucking, loved one funeral, record it and, do something nice for them on a video tip. So that's gonna be another thing that I got. And just to sum everything up, the podcast gonna be lit. I'm just here to have fun. It's I'm just looking for the love back. Whatever y'all got, I'm taking ideas, different segments, anything that y'all got that y'all think I should cover on the channel, I'm taking it. I'm willing to cover it. So whatever ideas y'all got, man, let me know. Whoever y'all think I should interview, let me know. I'm gonna reach out to them, or you can tell them reach out to me. We're gonna get this shit popping, man. Like I said, I'm mad that I took so long to get started, but at the same time, I'm happy that I'm finally starting. I'm finally ready to put my foot on the pedal and just turn up. That's all I want to do. I'm not in competition with nobody. I don't want to be better than nobody. I don't even care that much. I'm just trying to have fun and live my life and do what I was destined to do. And that's to be in front of the camera. So, like I said, man, let me know. DM me, whatever y'all got that y'all think I should cover, let me know. Whoever y'all think I should interview, let me know. If y'all got ideas, let me know. I'm gonna cover it on the channel. It don't even matter. Like I said, man, thank y'all for sticking with me. Thank all my supporters who didn't go nowhere that still support me till this day, even when they knew, man, probably bluffing. I ain't bluffing. I just had to get everything together. And and another thing, I made a phone call today, so when I start my actual interviews, the settings gonna be different. Everything gonna be professional. I'm gonna have an official cameraman, location, everything. So don't even trip. This shit gonna be real big. I'm telling y'all. Long as I'm making money and doing what I gotta do, my podcast is gonna be up to date too. So. Yeah, that's another thing. But like I said, man, thank y'all. Thank everybody for supporting me. Keep rocking with me, man. The only way we gonna go is up, man. And that's it. For the culture pop out.
A nigga back home, take care of my family, can't slap this shit. I grind every day, this a nigga back home, but you already know I got one in the hit. I grind every day, I was just fucked up, now nigga back up, can't play with this shit. I grind every day, I grind every day, I grind every day, I grind every day, this a nigga back home, take care of my family, can't slap this shit. I grind every day, this a nigga back home, but you already know I got one in the hit. I grind every day, I was just fucked up, now nigga back up, can't play with this shit. I grind every day, I grind every day, I grind every day.
I think we got one.